Looking forward to next week when 5 states in the Northeast will make their picks for president. Clinton's rival Bernie Sanders says the race isn't over just yet. And Republican John Kasich is fast forwarding to July, focusing on accumulating enough delegates should the race go to a contested convention. Bruce.
Nick, joining us now, News for Jack's political analyst Jennifer Carroll. Good morning. Welcome back to the show. So did the New York primary change anything?
It did. It made a momentum shift for Donald Trump, and it also took away the narrative that he's not winning primary elections. Prior to this, Ted Cruz was raking up in non-elections in caucuses to pick up delegates. So this really changes the narrative. Also, too, he won by a larger percentage, just percentage points, than the other candidates won their own home state. He had over 60% of the voters, not saying that the voting population more voted for him, but it shows that the polls were right, and he has the momentum for the people that knew him best in New York to come out and support him. The Stop Trump people was hoping that they will be able to pick up in the suburbs to get some delegates there for Ted Cruz to really stop the momentum of Donald Trump, but that didn't happen. He came out with 0 delegates.
I was going to ask you about Clinton, but let me go to my next Trump question. It was a new high watermark for Donald Trump, but still doesn't ensure that he's going to get a first ballot win.
That is correct, and that's what they're going to be going to. With this momentum going into Pennsylvania and the other northern states, they're going to hope that they'll really rally those other voters and delegates. It's a little tricky, too, in Pennsylvania because most of the delegates are going to be unbound, and that's the tricky part for the Republican primary here. Are those people going to be committed when they go to the convention
itself, yeah,
and vote for him on the first round? So, and then California is going to be the biggie.
Now, we heard Hillary Clinton here just a few seconds ago saying the victory is in sight, but that doesn't mean that at this point Bernie Sanders is going away. In fact, he says he's not going to.
Well, let me tell you, over 125,000 voters in Brooklyn were unable to cast their votes yesterday, and some of them were removed from the rolls. Some of them had their voting registration changed, and you had to be in the primary the party affiliation to vote, and he's upset about it. So he's going to probably bring or ask for an investigation to be conducted, and that's going to be his momentum going into the next election. It's crooked, it's, they stole the election or something or other, but he's going to utilize that. Although he had a large percentage points, over 40%, is no small feat for him in coming out of New York, but it's a huge win for Hillary Clinton because she had to take her adopted home state.
You're right, Bernie Sanders is crying foul, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. But I think it begs a bigger question when it comes to election law in New York. Is it time for change?
Well, what it is in New York is a closed primary as it is in Florida. You have to vote for the party of your selection. But the problem is some of the people in New York thought they were registering in either independent or in a Democrat, but it had a different name. So they could not vote in this election because they didn't have a Democrat or Republican next to their name.
Jennifer Carroll, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course, the next big primaries are coming up, and we'll see how that changes the landscape, if at all.